The All-American game of baseball is suffering from an aging fan base to plummeting TV viewership, and the 30 Major League Baseball team owners are clamoring for fundamental changes to the game. Could this be the year we see baseball get faster? Here with the story is WSJ sports reporter Matthew Futterman. Matt, thanks so much for being with us. With most games nowadays lasting over 3 hours, is this part of the problem?
With people watching?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, do you have 3 hours to watch a baseball game? When's the last time you sat down and had 3 hours to do anything?
No, not at all.
So I think it is a big problem. And not just me, obviously the people at baseball think it's a big problem. Right. They're trying to speed the game up.
And what about the average age of the typical baseball fan?
Well, in the postseason last year, the people who tuned in to watch, the average age was about 55.
Wow, that's so much older than I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, we should say that the age of a primetime television viewer has been getting older as well, so it tracks that somewhat.
Right.
But during the regular season, the average age of a baseball television viewer is close to 57.
So clearly, this is a big problem for Major League Baseball.
Where are they going to be in 10 years?
Absolutely. They need changes. So what are some of the changes being proposed?
Well, I mean, the big thing is batters aren't going to be allowed to keep stepping out of the batter's box. They're going to have to keep a foot in there, except after they take a swing or if there's a foul ball or something like that. But I think you're going to see umpires really sort of telling them to get back in there. Also, there's going to be a countdown clock in between innings. So, you know, that's supposed to be 2 minutes and 25 seconds. It's going to be 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Well,
they're trying to get rid of the drag.
But how is this going to be enforced? With fines, penalties?
Yes, it's going to be fines. You're not going to be in the minor leagues, interestingly, where there's going to be a pitch clock. If the pitcher doesn't throw the ball in 20 seconds, they're going to call a ball starting in May.
Right.
They're not going to do that in the major leagues, but there are going to be fines and other sorts of penalties for the worst dawdlers.
Absolutely. Now, we know that baseball is famously the cerebral sport, the traditional sport. They don't like change. So how is this all going down?
It's not going over all that well with some people. You know, David Ortiz, one of the big dawdlers at the plate, said, you know, he's not going to change. He'll just take
the fines.
Right. He'll just take what's going to come his way.
Wow, yeah.
You know, but there are a lot of people who recognize, you know, this is just too much.
Right.
And, you know, as beautiful a game as it might be, do you need 3.5 hours of a beautiful thing?
Absolutely, but it is part of the strategy for some of these players, right? The sort of the cat and mouse-ness of the pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm hitting against you, the antsier you are, maybe that's going to throw you off.
Right.
You know, or if I'm a manager and I need a guy to spend a little more time warming up in the bullpen, I might stall.
Yeah. So maybe what we need is a new generation of baseball players who grow up with these new sort of, you know.
Yeah. Hopefully the guys who come through the minor leagues with that 20-second pitch clock and with this being enforced much more stringently.
Right.
Hopefully by the time they get to the majors, they'll know how to play the game like it used to be played.
And of course, I don't want to be pessimistic here, but there's no guarantee that even all of this is going to bring back the viewers in hordes.
No, but you know, people watch NFL football.
That's
so there's an audience there to watch sports.
There is.
If
we know.
If you can package it the right way and keep it moving.
They will come.
Remember, a football game only has about 11 minutes of action, but it moves quickly.
That's right. All right, Matthew Futterman, thank you so much for that.